Hi crypto peeps, it's 8th of December 2022 and as you can see from the state of affairs, we're still going through the fallout of the FTX affair and what happened there. But let's get straight to the news. We have some great news stories this week, so let's see what we can find for you. Okay, so my first story this week is a story on Finbold, and it's called Bitcoin is a top contender to outperform gold in the long run, says a commodity guru. He goes on to say here, commodity strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence, Mike Glone, has kept his optimistic outlook on Bitcoin and the industry as a whole, suggesting that Bitcoin could outperform gold in the future as its top competitor, and he explained this on December 7th. He went on to say that the nascent technology asset is a top contender to outperform the metal in the long term, as we see it, and it is backing up into a two-code price zone. He also posted a chart demonstrating the Bitcoin to gold ratio at about the 10x level, which was first reached in 2017, adding that in a world rapidly going digital, the benchmark crypto is a top competitor to old guard gold. And there is the chart there. He went on to say he did acknowledge that at about 4x the metal, Bitcoin 260-day volatility was still relatively high, although much lower in 2018 when it was about 10x to that of gold, despite the rising adoption facing setback with the FTX collapse. Furthermore, he stressed that the crypto may be transitioning towards a high beta version of gold and US Treasury bonds, as well as concluding that declining relative Bitcoin risks may only be a matter of time. There's more details on that if that one interests you. As with all these news bits, there's 4 links down below. I'm just reading small news bites for you today. Again on Finbold here, Kevin O'Leary says he's at zero after losing $9 million in crypto on the FTX. Kevin O'Leary, who is star of the television show Shark Tank, has revealed that his involvement with FTX cryptocurrency exchange is costing millions of dollars. Speaking with CNBC's Squawk Box on December 8th, O'Leary said it would be an understatement to say that he'd lost money when discussing the fallout of the exchange. However, O'Leary was paid $15 million by FTX to serve as a paid advocate for the now bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange, which some people have referred to as fraudulent. O'Leary also said that he had over $1 million worth of FTX equity, which is now worthless due to the process filing for bankruptcy protection. And according to Leary, the remaining funds, which amounted to little more than $4 million, were supposedly gobbled up by taxes and agency costs. He stated, I put about $9.7 million into crypto. I think that's what I lost. It's all zero. I don't know because my account got scrapped a couple of weeks ago. All the data, all the coins, everything. It was not a good investment. Then I lost the money I invested in the equity as well. Those are zeros too. So that's just some of the fallout from FTX there. Wow, what a big lot to lose there, $9 million. Okay, again, another one on Finbold here. The top 5 cryptocurrencies by daily GitHub development activity. It goes on to say here, the cryptocurrency industry is still picking itself up following the devastation created by the collapse of FTX. Nonetheless, development teams amongst the major blockchain networks are continuing to build and expand across their ecosystems. As of December 8th, Cardano leads the GitHub development activity with a total number of 733, according to data from Proof of GitHub. Ranked second in development activity was Cosmos with Atom with 664. And then it was Polkadot, and then Internet Computer Protocol. And they're all in the top 5. And as you can see here on this graph, Cardano 738 there, then Cosmos, Polkadot, Optimism, IC, Filecoin, Ethereum's down there in 7th position. Hedera, Solana, and Avalanche. GitHub is all the areas where people are creating programs and developments for all these blockchain technologies. So it goes to show how they're being used, adapted, and established. It goes here to say, notably with Ethereum ranked 7th amongst the projects with the most development activity. The network is sliding down the rankings of which it once led. It goes on to say, interestingly, Cardano recorded the highest development activity in November. And it goes on to, in some depth here about all the developments Cardano are having done by people building on it. That's just interesting. It just goes to show what really is out there, what people are using in this ecosphere. Moving on now to Benzinga here, a crypto analyst who correctly predicted 2018 Bitcoin bottom sees one more low before 6 months of accumulation. A crypto analyst who correctly called Bitcoin's 2018 bottom says the apex crypto is setting up for another corrective move. The analyst, called Smart Contractor, tells his 216,000 Twitter followers that Bitcoin's rally is likely coming to an end. I think we're close to the bottom, not quite there yet, but close. And he said, according to the analyst, Bitcoin would go to one more low, followed by 6 months of accumulation. And it's got his tweets here with the information. On Monday, the analyst said that Bitcoin's rally from its current bear market low of 15.5k is likely coming to an end. I'm still of the belief that for now, the move up on Bitcoin is part of a corrective ABC wave before making a new low sub of 15,000 into Q1 2023, where we find a longer term bottom. The Smart Contractor graph shows Bitcoin could be on the verge of a surge that would take it to $18,000. The analyst predicts that Bitcoin will proceed to 14,500 to finish its first wave cycle. And there's his chart there, if that one interests you. Again, have a look at these yourself. The links are down below so you can look at that in a bit more detail, and there's lots more there for you as well on that one. Then the final news story I have on paper today is on Yahoo Finance. And this is an ECB official calls for a ban on cryptos. The European Central Bank senior exec Fabio Panetta has proposed a ban on cryptocurrencies with an excessive ecological footprint, and once again likened investing in crypto to gambling. He proposed banning digital assets with the use of proof of work method for validating transactions, and that would be the cryptos just like Bitcoin. EU officials have previously rejected an outright ban on crypto mining, but recent legislation called MiCA could require firms to report any potential environmental impact. The executive board member of the ECB opened up with a salvo against crypto ecosystem in a statement for the Insight Summit at the London Business School. He compared crypto to the betting industry, concluding that many cryptocurrencies are just a new way of gambling. He added, on the whole, it's difficult to see a justification for the existence of unbacked crypto assets in the financial landscape. Their combined features mean that they are just speculative assets, and investors buy them with the sole objective of selling them on at a higher price. In fact, they are gamble disguised as an investment asset. There's more on that if that one interests you, so some negativity there. And from there, we're going to go straight to some video news here. The first one I have here is Cathie Wood, and this is on Savvy Finance. This goes on for 12, nearly 13 minutes, and Bitcoin and Ethereum is stronger and miles ahead. That's really interesting. I always rate what Cathie says, so have a look at that one. Savvy Finance is a good one to follow as well. Have a look at that. The next one we have here is CNBC Television, and this is Bitcoin dips. SBF hires high-profile attorney following the collapse, and this goes on for around about 11 minutes, so it's just general information there, but it's good to keep up on what's going on here. The next one we have here is Altcoin Daily, and this will erupt crypto in 2022. This is around about 9 minutes, and that's very informative as well. And the final one I have here for you today is Coin Bureau Crypto Market Catalyst in 2023, and this guy's top 10 list of what he thinks is going to be happening in 2023. He's a pretty good guy. It goes on for around about 22 minutes. Very informative channel there, and they put out videos all the time. So that's pretty much the news as we have it for this week. It's pretty slow out there at the moment. everything's going a little bit sideways. Although saying that, Bitcoin, as I'm looking at it now, is trading at $17,188, so it's gone up slightly. It's holding well, bearing in mind what the FTX collapse has done. And as you can see, the FTX collapse is all over the news, it's all over the videos, and there's still potentially lots more fallout to come from this. So that's it from this week. We'll be back next week. Have a look at the links down below. Let me know if you have any comments. I look forward to seeing you next time. And please, click the bell there, subscribe to this channel, maybe comment. It all helps us with the rankings. And, we'd like to know what you think about all this content as well. Have a great week. Be really careful out there. Take care. Namaste.